So, Vol, Cassie, and Viva are here, so I will, I'll, play music for you. Oh, whoops. Oh, I forgot. I moved this. I was gonna wait for more people, but, And Zambo, oh, Zombie. Hello. That's why I gotta, I guess I'll do this as I tune. There's a sort of little kind of catch-22 thing. I'm hesitant to start if I don't know there aren't like more than a couple people watching, but then if I don't start whenever there's not more than a couple people watching, it'll disincentivize people to be here in the beginning because I won't be playing or starting. If that makes sense. I promise it does. Hello, April. So what that means is I have to sort of, because I'm the one who's streaming, I have to take the sort of like responsibility and sort of take the first move, take the first action. If not, it's likely to get stuck in a stalemate of, well, I'm not going to start until people are here, and people are going to be like, well, I'm not going to be here until you start. It's like, you see Glenn Gould everywhere? What do you mean? Like you've been seeing videos or something? For one, I know you're not seeing him because he's not alive anymore, but perhaps you mean like aspects of it, like. Oh, really? You mentioned. Okay, I see what you. If you want more information and just stuff about Glenn, Netflix actually has a bunch of things, and then there are things. Let you spell that right? Maybe not. Is the Neely? Yo, 8-bit pianist. That was funny. You sent that message, and I was like, no way. You were literally the first person. Again, if you saw the other people in like the stream, those were either friends of mine who I grew up with, or people who I knew from speedrunning stuff, and all of a sudden I do a music stream and a few of them are watching and like, oh, like, whoa, what are you doing? So 8-bit pianist, for those who don't know, was the very first person technically who just like found my stream while I was doing music. This was before I started even doing music full time. I just randomly did a music stream one day and they popped in. Which means your following thing must be, unless you had to unfollow and follow again. Yeah, so do exclamation mark followage. Also, tall giraffe. Hello. Yours is gonna be longer than anyone else's here. Yeah. The only people who could have followed for longer, again, are people who were around during the speedrunning days. Alright, I'm gonna play some music and then I'll babble about some stuff more. Okay, let me not do that. Jags and Meerkat, what's up? Meerkat, thank you for utilizing one of the most important commands that exists in this stream, the Doom commands. Fully functional Doom 1 and 2 commands. Thank you for the claps. Also, hello, Asamiya, welcome. What's up, Bumble Bro? The fireplace of your soul. You are very welcome. I'm trying to. That would be a nice thing if I could. To be able to heal. Play music without bullets, right? Sounds right to me. Johan, hello. I'm alright. I'm just chillin'. How are you? The fact that 2017 was 4 years ago is unacceptable. It's very weird. The doing stuff, all the streaming stuff, I feel like it's been so densely packed with events that that feels like way more than 4 years ago, 2017. But just like in terms of pure numbers, like thinking about the number 2017 or something, it doesn't seem like it's that long ago. I think about the 4 years I spent teaching, and a lot of stuff did happen then, but it seems to have gone by. I feel like it went by really fast. Or like high school seemed to go by. Well, it's hard to say at this point because it's so far away. Do I speak Spanish? Un poquito. Pero es mejor hablar en inglés aquí porque la mayoría del gente aquí hablan inglés, entonces es mejor. Do you speak English? At least more than, because I see what you've typed, but speaking of Spanish, hello, Freddles. Hey, Patootie. You like how I play the guitar? Thank you, Johan. And Ginkgo. Right, that's a G? Ginkgo. Thank you for the heart. Welcome. And you said you speak a little bit of English. Hopefully it's enough where you can at least understand when I speak. At least when I speak slowly. Yeah, and the stuff before COVID, it's weird. The past year, year and a half or so, it's just blended together. Machina? Like machine? Grande? Okay. Okay. Sure. Capo. Más palabras, por favor. Continue, por favor. Okay. I'm gonna interpret that as I am a machine. I am great. Look at my head. He's a god. Thank you for the kind words. Look at all these compliments. I totally forgot that I wanted to really try to focus on some more like solid performances of some of these pieces so I can highlight them and put them up on YouTube. Me voy a cenar. Adiós hasta otro día grande. Okay. Take care. Hasta la próxima vez. Enjoy the dinner. Thanks, Vol. I'm trying to play some of these pieces at least note perfect. In that one, I messed up one note, but that ruins it. In terms of being able to save it, you gotta be, you have to be perfect. You have to basically be perfect in that sense, at least. Yo, Nick, thank you for the raid. What's up, dude? Dude, I saw you put in the, gotta take, okay, go for it, go for it. Welcome, everybody. But the goal I have for myself is, like, I'd like to play at least one new piece. Well, at this point, any piece, like, one perfectly within the course of a week. Remember how, yeah, I'm just trying to, I'm trying to find some balance, but, like, if I want to save this and, like, present it in recorded form, like, on YouTube, I don't, especially if it's like a sort of delicate piece like this, or like, you know, I'll play Lagrima, and like, I don't want that interruption to occur, because there were more than one like mistake, you know, it wasn't perfect, but like, I don't want to be like in the middle of playing like this nice piece. Like, if I didn't do that, it would have been good enough for me. But all right, we'll do this and we'll see what happens. Hey, Fair, what's up? Also, it would probably help to do these in tune. Jeez, Louise. Thanks, Fair. Please song Queen bands. I know what you mean, but I had to kind of at least. Also, no thank you. Okay, time out. change my strings. Marina, thank you for the host. Yeah, you don't want to see me do Queen. That's just like, who cares? Trust me, I can see into your soul, and it's not what your soul desires. Trust me. Your soul desires more Tariga. Oh, I hesitated big time at one part. Oh. second. We'll leave it here. We'll see if it was, we'll see how it, if it felt, let's see if it feels as awkward listening back as it did when playing. Codis, hello. Welcome. Salut, Tanguy. Hola. Kitten and guitar. It sounds pretty cozy. 8-bit. Okay, so let's try for one of the things this maybe I guess also helps with too. This is like training for actually recording these songs. I know it's been, a few months. Hi from Maddie. Oh my gosh. Hello. Hello. How are you doing? Fennec, what's up? Enjoy the lurk. This puts on an extra type of pressure. An extra pressure to like... It puts the brain into like a sort of hyper-vigilant mode. You get that feeling when you record something or when you do performances, when you play in front of people. So it's gonna help mimic the pressure. For you, oh, thank you for the claps, and also thank you for using one of the best emotes ever, which is "This is fine." It's such a good emote. That's my friend Mari. She stretched out her face. It's so good. For Maddie. Well, thank you, Maddie. Okay. Oh, we haven't played these in a few streams. I'm not exactly sure why. Also, that's upside down. By these, I mean Andrew York pieces. But yeah, I want to, what I'd like to do is, do one improvisation or something that's like worthy of putting on YouTube once a week, and then, a guitar piece, one of these 27 pieces that I'd like to record, one of these a week too. So I feel like that's not the... I don't know if that's a high expectation or not. It's hard to tell, to be totally honest. But Maddie, thank you for the bits. A minute of pieces during a performance, people still enjoyed it. Yeah, so there's a difference too, because so here's why I'm being, and this is what I was sort of just saying to Vol a few minutes ago, is that the live performance is like perhaps your overall impression of it. Because a mistake disappears when it's a live performance. It's gone. A mistake is probably not going to ruin. I can't imagine a single mistake would ruin that. There's a little something different when you're trying to present a recording. And again, I feel like I need to be extra careful. Sort of. I don't know if careful is the best word, but like... What I mean is, like, I feel like I don't quite have the luxury of, in fact, I know I don't have the luxury of presenting things to people that aren't of, like, very good quality. At least that's my thought on a lot of this stuff. It happens with streaming, it happens with, I don't know, anything, YouTube or whatever. Like, I put out a I put out something 24 hours ago, and it had like 30 something views in 24 hours. So like, I can't just put things out and just by, I don't know. I'm not like, I don't know, like famous or something. Yeah, the waterfall thing. I'm like, I can't just do it and have people watch and have things be like successful and help with growth and all that stuff just because I'm me. It just doesn't work that way. Which is not to say that people who have big channels or something don't need to try anymore, but there's a little bit of a difference. So, I feel like there's just a tiny bit extra pressure to be like, okay, I gotta. The playing at least has to be there. If that makes sense. Thanks, Vol. I tried to do it. I mean, I don't know if you were in the stream when I did that. I thought about it for a bit, and I was like, waterfall, water, arpeggio, descending arpeggio. That mimics a waterfall, right? I thought about it consciously before I did it. I cut that part out of the video, but Oxalis, salut. I'm alright. I'm a little extra tired today. I'm not quite sure why, but how are you doing? got a little ruined by some stuff. What's also tricky is Centuri. Hello. I gotta worry about, to use our speedrunning term, I gotta worry about RNG. I could be playing a piece perfectly, and maybe like the dog barks. Boom, ruined. What do I like more? They're just like they're very different. It depends. It's like in terms of pieces to like perform, probably the Soar's studies. Carcasses are more, they're at least more clearly defined in terms of like, for the most part, what they what he wanted you to be working on. They're very straightforward in that sense. Same thing with like Brouwer's studies. Same thing with Villa-Lobos. But Soar can be sort of. Sometimes it's like, what was he getting at? It just seems like a nice piece to play, which has a lot of merit to it. Just perhaps having his students have pieces to play that would be like songs and not just some like some notes that you get in some method books and stuff. It's like, that's not a song. God, that's not satisfying at all. And with the perfectionism, oh, I do. Don't worry about it. I do. Relative. I got all sorts of issues. So. Like I have really bad OCD, and not like I'm so OCD. It's like, I mean like clinically diagnosed OCD. So So I wanted to look at something here. Okay, we'll see how this goes. Yeah. Thanks, Chelnek, and welcome to the stream. I want to try something specific. This is not. I just want to do. I get so hesitant missing this note that it goes like Donna. And this should be louder than this note, which should be louder than this note. Like it should push forward that way, not go no no. Alright, so that one won't work. I appreciate it, Sentry. If I'm being totally honest, it drags me down. It drags me way down. If I'm being completely honest, which those of you who've been in the stream a bunch know. And I've been in the process of trying to actively, fix all this stuff for years. And it is quite the tangled mess to try to sort out. So it's somewhat unfortunate. So I tried to do my best, all things considered. It's not quite working out how I'd like, but I don't know what else to do. So perfecto, gracias. Are there like a lot of Spanish speakers, new Spanish speakers in the stream today? That's the impression I'm getting. I don't know about any of the other, you know, regulars here, any of the other usual suspects. There's nothing wrong with it, but just, is this not... Am I just spicy? Thanks. I'll take a look at this one too. Jose, hour and 3 minutes. One of the mistakes was I actually played like 3 notes in a row that were wrong, but I've mentioned this before. They all sort of fit as part of the chord. I don't think anyone would notice. Like, I don't think it would be... All I want to do... Okay, I don't think it would be disturbing. What I really kind of want to do, more so than anything else, is I don't want to disturb the person's train of thought or feeling while a piece is going. That's my biggest concern. I don't want to kill the mood. I don't want to take someone out of the... That to me is super important. I want to create some sort of mood. That's like the goal, or some sort of feel, some sort of something, and then I don't want to destroy it before it's finished. I don't know if that sort of if that makes sense. Again, it makes sense to me, but that's more of what I'm thinking about. So if I play a wrong note and it like sounds nice, like, all right, okay, we'll just, sure. But perhaps you play the right note, and it's like the right note, so you go like, again, it keeps happening here, which I go... So if you do that, and you play this B instead of this E, it's supposed to be this E. Oh man, maybe this isn't the best example because I can't buzz this E because it's an open string. What if you did that? What if the chord was supposed to be like... I'd rather play... Which is, this note's wrong. This note would be right. But if I went like... And like technically I played the right note, but it buzzed. I'd prefer playing the wrong note and having it sound nice and not having it distract you. Like, I don't want people to be distracted. So that's what's most important to me in this situation. Also, Joe, what's up? Rhapsody in Glue. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. But these are some of my thoughts around this stuff, for those who are curious. Now, what's nice about recording stuff and doing it offline is I can re-record parts as many times as I want. So this is very convenient. Here you got to do it all in one take. Which again is how I don't understand, like, the level of perfection from people who are like competition guitarists, where they do like 45-minute sets totally perfectly. It's just like they practice. It's crazy. Not a single buzz, not a single missed anything. It's just like, it's insane. Hello, Russian sniper. Well, that's the sort of ironic part about it is when you focus on not wanting to ruin it, you're more likely to ruin it. But that's that is you know, just getting over that or something like that is at the moment in the impossible range for me. It's what I do worst. Letting go of thoughts. It's like for sort of why I explained earlier. It has benefits. It has benefits. I don't think, depending on what my goals are, I don't think I'm not sure the the pros outweigh the cons. I don't think it's in fact, I know it's not under control enough for it to be beneficial overall in my life. I've mentioned this before that one of the ways in which it's beneficial is that the obsessions lead to, I think it helps with improvising because I just obsess over something. My brain, it's like it just doesn't stop, and so I can keep going and literally play for just hours based on like one single idea is all it takes to start it. Another thing is like those mistakes and stuff are become pretty big in my mind. So what that does in terms of music is that you go like, okay, so I know exactly what I did wrong here. I missed this B here. So those two beats, essentially, well, it's in 6/8, so I guess those 6 beats were messed up. And so, like, I'll remember that. I will remember that. So it allows me to make corrections and remember those corrections moving forward. So, like, I'm gonna do this again. What this also tells me is that the second time around doing this last part, I don't want to play this chord twice. If I'm going to slow down that much, I have to end with this chord. or something like that, because it is written that there are just 2 chords here. But I really didn't like the way I did that. I went. It's like where'd the sound go? Hey, cheap Asian. Will you ever be able to play freely? I mean, I know there are people. We can't. I feel like it's too easy to fall into the trap. I've talked about this a bunch on stream, and it's too easy to fall into the trap of treating every guitarist or every musician or something like that like they're the same. In every type of performance like it's the same. So what I mean is it's way too easy and convenient. In fact, it's so convenient that it doesn't actually work. It doesn't match up with reality. It's way too convenient to make the mistake of being like, this person didn't make any mistakes when they played, so therefore it's a soulless performance or something like that. Which people do that. And they also take the opposite too sometimes, which is like, this person made mistakes, so therefore it was good and there was emotion. It's like, it's just not how that works. Like, I truly don't believe that those two things are actually even related. There's you can find a correlation, but they're not. The causation isn't there. Winkari, hello, thank you for the raid. What's up? Do I give my students a hard time? No. I treat myself way different than I treat other people. And this is not just in terms of guitar and music or teaching or stuff. I'm just like, just in life in general. I'm like, I'm brutal. I am mean. I'm mean. I'm brutal. I'm unforgiving. I'm at times just actually just a jerk. Insulting, unforgiving, but only to myself. Like, I'm really mean. How's my day so far? Unfortunately, I haven't had that much of a day today, but we'll see what happens. How is the stream? I'm trying, Alice. I'm trying to, but it's much easier said than done. But yeah, the things I say to myself, are, I can't imagine. I just can't imagine ever saying that to another person. Play the browser game on Google. What was their game? What was the thing? You've heard rumors I'm super talented? Uh-oh, now I really got to now the expectations are high. Will I be able to live up to those expectations? Uh-oh. And if I don't, what does that mean? In celebration of the Olympics. Interesting. Really fun. I may have to try it out. Hello, Lord of Chaos. The stakes, I know, the stakes have never been higher. Well, this, I don't have expectations. This is never gonna be, right now, with the amount of time I've spent on it. So, like, imagine I was recording something right now and it's perfect. Boom. Ruined. Totally ruined. skipped like a chunk of that song. Thank you, Alice. I appreciate the kind words. I mean, I don't need to play, you know, well, I don't know. There are too many thoughts to articulate right now, so I'm just gonna move on. Thanks, Fair. MG God, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the kind words. If anyone would like to help out, there are a few ways you can do it. One is like, you know, I put stuff on YouTube, and it'd be nice to get more eyes on the stuff that I put out. And so if you'd like to help in a way that doesn't require any sort of money, if you want to check that stuff out and share it with people, it's going to be the only way for YouTube to go, oh, hey, this is worthy of us showing to other people who don't just click directly on that link. You know, I put out a video yesterday, and it was, I think when I checked today, right before I streamed, it was like 36 views. It's like, well, how's that gonna help? Another way is through supporting the stream financially, whether it's subscriptions, bits, or anything like that. Because right now, aside from the 2 bits, so the 2 cents that Maddie cheered, I've played for an hour and a half, and it's been purely for free. So like, that's not sustainable either. Other ways are just chatting or lurking, just watching. But a big part of stuff is sharing the stream, the videos, or sharing that with others to spread the word. Because how am I supposed to play in Venice if or get hired by an art gallery? I'm being kind of cheeky. If they don't know I exist. That's right. If you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe for free. Literally free. I don't think we've done this one blindfolded yet. Playing a jazz gig and you don't get paid? That's stupid. No problem, Patui. Maybe we can do a unofficial sub goal. One non-gifted, non-primed sub in the next 20 minutes. What's the reward? I'll keep streaming. I can't stream for 2 hours and get nothing. It like hurts too much. Alice in the Palace, thank you. Thank you for the sub. All right, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. Thank you, Alice. I do appreciate it. I got it. If this is what, like, I don't wanna. I hate it. There's like borderline pain when I do that. I get like, there's actual like tightness in my chest and in my body when I ask for stuff like that. But I just don't. I just don't know what else to do anymore. So, Patui, thank you for gifting a sub too. I do appreciate it. I just can't, and the reason I said non-gifted, because I knew, like, you know, Vol would like gift out some subs or something, and it's just not fair to her to rely on just like some other person to just fund thing. It just doesn't feel right. Yeah, what's up, Cactus? What is going on? What's up, Niai? Good, better money? Nope. I did that with a friend. For a few years, we reached out to Rhode Island, Massachusetts, and Connecticut, and we never got a single paying gig. The only time we could do stuff was if we played for free. We even did it wasn't on purpose, but like we sent out this email to a bunch of people, like a lot of different places, churches, nursing homes, libraries, stuff like that, and we didn't get any responses. So we sent the same email, but we explicitly stated we're looking to play, and we just added in 2 words. We added for free, and we got like a whole bunch of responses. And that was the only way we could really play. No one wanted to, so, yeah. You can only sustain doing that for so long, without needing to do something else or just, feeling terrible about yourself. Be like, wow, I'm essentially worth nothing. Okay, it's like, cool, it's a fun. Sonny, thank you for the 2 Twitch babies. Thank you for the, the 19 months. Thank you, Sonny. Do this so it doesn't buzz again. So yeah, so you can um thanks for the claps. You can be like well, Ed Sheeran or whoever is really popular and they get um a really large amount of money from the public, or just from they get a large amount of money for what they do. It's perhaps not balanced in some way, but really all you can do against that, and this is how I tend to think about causes and stuff like that, is you can't really do much besides do something yourself. So one of the ways you can change that is by, well, giving, sacrificing in some way something of yourself, whether it's time or money. But if it's about money, then you can help be a part of that change by giving money to those who, I guess, you think, even according to your personal standards, like, deserve it, you could say. Because what wouldn't help, like, for example, someone like me is like, you're not gonna go and like change the culture. Like, that's not gonna do me any good. If your goal is to help me out, and you just like, it's not gonna help me out at all. To try to make it so that pop music isn't popular or something like that. It's just not. It's just not real. So, as they should. Well, that's the thing. Our economy kind of does in a certain way, which is why the Ed Sheeran thing, just as an example, is interesting, because there are tons of artists and stuff who make millions and millions and millions of dollars. It's like, it's more of like, what type of art do people value? And so, like, the people like, there are people who are doing this, or people who are paying. We can't take the human element out of it, which I think happens. It happens way too much. We pretend as if people aren't paying money to see these people, and aren't listening to their music, and aren't downloading their stuff. Like, they are. They're doing that, and they're making a choice to do that. Now, that's not the full picture, because there are obviously lots of factors involved here. People value art that can be mass produced. Yeah, and they're showing that, and they're doing that. That's why that's sort of why I tried to bring up and bring attention to the point where it's like, well, people are gonna do that, and you can make a significant change, like, or you can have a significant impact. You actually don't need to, I don't know, maybe, like, you probably don't need to make a change. You don't need to make a cultural change in order to have an impact. Like, someone like Vol, for example, hasn't done anything, as far as I know, to change the culture in terms of music or something like that, but she's had a big impact, and the way she's done that is just strictly through her own actions. She didn't try to change anyone else or them. She just did the thing, and continues to do the thing that she believes in, and makes a change. Yes, I'm talking about you, but unless, again, if, like, I don't know if you've tried to make cultural changes in terms of appreciation for art or something. I wouldn't be surprised if you actually have, in a formal sense, tried to do that. But what I mean is that the people who are like regulars in the stream, the people who also are supportive through their own actions, like, who put their, you could say, like, put their money where their mouth is, both in terms of, like, literally in terms of money, well, not literally in their mouth, but, like, literally in terms of money, but also things like helping out, moderating, or just chatting, or watching regularly, or sharing stuff. Like, those things make those are the things that are actually going to make a difference. And so it's like, what if one claims to sort of care enough, or care enough so that so that they're willing to like really vocalize it, I believe that you should then sacrifice some of yourself for that, or else it's just words. So I don't know if any of you notice this, but and I've always been this way, it's not specific to Twitch, but if you notice, I'm not very vocal about different causes and stuff like that. And this stuff is like kind of complicated. It's not this you like it? Thanks, Jill. I also do. And I think they're important, and I think they're important, but that's another thing. I don't like, you know, going, hey, this thing's a problem, and what the hell, like someone needs to fix this. All right, and I'm gonna go do, and I don't do anything about it. It's like, okay, sure, like what are you doing about it? I don't feel comfortable, and so like I apply that to myself. I don't feel comfortable spouting out and just talking about different like world problems and stuff, but taking no action for them. Because as you guys know, I talk about problems all the time, and a lot of them are selfish problems that I have, and I don't mean selfish in a negative way. I mean literally self-centered, and I don't mean that in a negative way either. Self-related or something, right? Like I have issues, and I bring them up, and I try to just talk about them sometimes, but I never expect. I hope people realize this, or I hope this comes across. I don't know what that is. Sorry. The self has to be so negative, right? It's like there's no way to say like talk about yourself. It's one of the I again, that's another thing too. Let me see how focused I can stay. Okay, how do you put this? Like, one second. What is? Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Oh, that's what I was saying. That's right. I don't feel comfortable complaining about something and asking people to do things, or expecting people to do things without me at least doing something. And even then I'm not so sure about it. So like, for example, I can ask for help, and this is why I'm so hesitant. I can ask for help from people. Hey, I'd love to, you know, gain your support. If you could subscribe or follow or check this thing out or do that. I have to make it very clear. Maybe I don't have to, but I would like to make it very clear that it's not like, oh my gosh, how could you not subscribe to this channel? That's so outrageous. How did you not share this thing? Oh my God, it's up to you to do this. Like, that's not cool. It's also not reasonable. It just doesn't even, like, to me, it just doesn't even make sense. So I try to ask people for help, because those things are true and to a certain extent. Like, I can't share, you know, I can't subscribe to myself. I can't pay my own salary, you know what I mean? So I am reliant on others. It's just how it works. That's just how life is, and it can't be any other way. Yes, I can subscribe to myself. Well, I can get, but that money has to, the money that goes into that and comes back to me has to come from somewhere else. So like, yes, I can, but it would technically be funded by other people if you were to just sort of go one step further. But you are right. I thought about that before I said it, but I was like, no, I'm gonna still say it. So it's like, I don't know. I guess this is just a general. All right. I mean, I guess I must have said that. Which, sure. whoever, whatever I said that to probably deserved it. In fact, they must have deserved it. Moving right along. So I urge people to, I don't know, make sure you're not a bunch of words with no actions. It's like live out what you're saying, if that makes sense. Like, you know what? Sure, fine, I'll do this. I hesitated for a second. Put your money where, yeah, and it doesn't have, it can actually be money and stuff, but like, because I feel like that would almost be more of hypocritical. Practice what you preach. Well, I'm not even sure about practice what you preach, although I think most people do. I think that works for the most part. What I mean is, if you're a smoker, if you're a lifelong smoker and you tell people not to smoke, I don't see that as a bad thing. In fact, that's perhaps the person you should trust the most. That could be seen as hypocritical because they're not practicing what they're preaching. They're preaching that smoking is bad, and what they're practicing is smoking. Now, I don't think they're actually hypocritical because someone who smokes, it is not necessarily the case that they don't think smoking is bad. Kinslayer, hello. I think this is really important. That you can do things that you don't think are good, but that's just because humans are not perfect creatures. They know it's bad, so them doing the action doesn't mean they don't agree with what they're saying. But now, if you say something like, it's ridiculous that anyone would smoke or something, and you're smoking, that's bad, or like, all this stuff needs to change, and these people, people should be funding this or doing this, but you don't do any of that, it's like, okay, well now you're a hypocrite. You're kind of a hypocrite, or at least your words aren't very helpful, because, you know, complaining about a particular thing isn't the best, like, it's not going to do very much. It's also hard, at least for me, to take a person serious who doesn't put into action, at least somewhat, or embody what they believe. So there's like a big streamer on Twitch. There was some drama yesterday, or maybe over the past couple of days, because if any of you know Hassan Abi, who I have to talk to him. I have to talk to him personally, because right now, not that he would ever care, but if he were to ever care that he'd be on my good side or not or something, I'd have to talk to him personally, because from what I see, he's the epitome of a hypocrite. You loathe Hassan? Yeah. He's an outspoken communist and stuff like this. You know, it's like, hey, this is not... Let's not get political, which is... I shouldn't even say this, which is why I was sort of hesitating, but it's just a perfect example. Like, he pretends to, you know, says things like, he just despises... you said the C word, right? Yeah. But I mean, he said not even like, oh, he's like a, you know, a liberal Democrat, and I'm just saying that he is... That's who he even says he is. But, and that people spend, rich people, he despises rich people and thinks they're bad, and thinks and wealth inequality and all this stuff is bad, and you shouldn't have too much money, and you shouldn't be able to spend money on all these things. But literally just bought a $3 million house. And so that's where like the drama's sort of coming from, because someone made it public that he did that. It's like, you suck. You suck, dude. You suck. Bonsoir, Angan. So it's like those type of things. It's like I can't. That's like a huge pet peeve of mine. It like someone called him on it. Yeah, someone brought it out, and he got mad, and he got really mad and said the person doxed him, but it was in an article. Like, it was in a public article. This person just happened to mention it, and he got like really mad. He's super defensive. He stinks. He's such a sleazy, like, he's, at least his outward stuff, which he can control. Hey, if you're not that guy, well, your actions, your outward actions are showing it. So take responsibility. No, I'm totally not a terrible person. I just act this way. It's like, then that's who you are. That's what you're doing. That's the way I put it. It's not clear that, you know, you're a character. You don't claim to be it. So you better either really quickly say you're just a character and you don't believe what you're saying and stuff. If not, then you suck. You suck and you're manipulative and, you know, but oh, Hung, and I'm just talking about Hassan. The fact that he did the most. He's just, yeah. Was called jealous of Hassan's shoulders. Oh my gosh. That's actually funny. So yeah, it's like there are a lot of things that I don't do that I would like to be the case. Like, I don't subscribe to that many people. I wish I could. If I had like a lot of income, I would just essentially subscribe to everyone I followed. I would just give all the money. Like, I just can't. I literally just can't. I would do lots of different stuff, but I just don't. I can't, and it's unreasonable to think so, to expect someone to do all this stuff. You still haven't watched any stuff? Yeah, it's, I don't know, it's kind of boring. It's just like, I think it's kind of boring. It's just like, he's not streaming right now. And the cool drinks, though, that's just like, that's that popular place of Twitch where all that stuff goes on and everyone, it's just like, it's actually like quite cliquey at the top of Twitch. Like at the very, very top, it's very much like that. And it's kind of ridiculous, but like everything. Yeah, exactly. But I mean, okay, we'll do one other thing because we've totally gone off track, but what is happening here? Why did that take so long? He has, oh, I know Destiny. I love Destiny. Destiny was the person who mentioned that Hassan bought a $3 million home in West Hollywood, and Hassan got mad at him and claimed that he was doxing him, and that, you know, because Destiny's ridiculous. See, the reason I like Destiny is because I disagree with like a lot of what he says, but he'll just say whatever. Like, he just he rants and like calls people out and just says whatever to his own detriment. Like, gets himself in trouble by just saying so. Like, he just doesn't act outwardly nice and I feel like I can at least, even if I don't agree with it, I feel like I can believe what he's saying. I at least trust what he's saying. And I respect isn't the word, but like I value someone being able to believe that when someone says a thing, I can at least work off of it. So if I disagree, I at least know I'm disagreeing. Or if I agree, I at least know I'm agreeing. Destiny, he's someone he just talks really fast. He talks really fast. So So like if we do this, he doesn't just, but okay. Oh wait, he is live? Okay. Okay, so Hasan is the 20th biggest streamer on the platform. Current sub count 51. He has 51,682 subs. And his profile picture is him holding a communist flag. So that's what I mean by like, dude. Both are proof of subset of Twitches. Oh yeah, for sure, Jason. Yeah, that's a red flag. No, trust me. He. I see what, oh, that's a red. I see what you. I thought you meant like this is a red flag. No, I see what you did. Yeah, it's that whole crew, that whole stuff is like, it's part of, time for Twitch education with Schnaf. They're part of the LSF or live stream fails. Like they have that viewer base. Who's number one? I don't know. How do we find this out? What if I just do channels? Oh, rank number 1. Tommy in it. This is what the top of Twitch looks like, by the way. This is the guy who rated Autopilot some months back. Asmon's part of like this group, XQC. Right, we talked about XQC before. The top 10, yeah. I've seen some of these people like talked about or like in some streams. Like Carl Jacobs is a big YouTuber. A lot of these people are just like big YouTubers. Nick Merckx, well, not YouTube, but Corpse, the dude with the low voice. Tim the Tatman is like Twitch poster boy sort of at the moment. Here's Hasan. Miss Kiff is kind of part of that crew. Trainwrecks. They all deal with each other. Yeah, so it is all guy people, no hot tubbers. That's where this gets into an interesting. Destiny's the guy playing games. He does like political stuff. He like does just chatting things and has like debates with people sometimes, but then also he was a professional StarCraft player when he originally started. Like he's been on Twitch for 12 years. He's like a Twitch OG. Oh my god, but this is the top, yeah. So what you get into is, as far as I can see, because I don't know, you watch some of the StarCraft 2 matches, yeah, I was never into it, but I just know that's what he started with. Ludwig. Okay, so it looks like one of the first people we see here is Pokimane up at 91. And so people use this as, this is something, God, I don't even know if I want to, I feel like this, you can't have, there's so many like discussions I feel like you just can't productively do on Twitch, but Oh, here's Amaranth at 142. So what it seems to be is that you get the guys at the tail ends of the spectrum. Well, they'll be at the total top, but like you can't just look at like that. You have to, because if you look in like the music category or something, that's what I'm most familiar with. They're in the middle highest. So whether or not they're like the actual top stream or something, they're not at the bottom. And so a lot of times people want to simplify things like who is it easier for, or who's the most successful or something like that. And so typically people look at the top, or they look at just the bottom or something like that. But in life, things are much more, they're a little bit more complicated than that. So like you have to more clearly define those types of things, what you determine as successful, like what metrics you use, and then even once you decide on the metrics, you have to decide how to talk about it. Like in terms of IQ, like men are both the smartest and stupidest people on the planet. So like what do you do with that information? How do you like interpret that? How do you even speak about it? What words do you use? How do you like what do you do when a group of people are the smartest and the dumbest? Are they the smartest or are they the dumbest? Is typically how someone would want to do it, but it's actually both at the same time. So what it means is that if you really wanted to accurately describe the whole picture, you'd have to change your wording, but that can be difficult to do because it's easy to get trapped into describing things in the way that we tend to describe them. Either it's got to be one or the other. You have to either be the stupidest or the smartest. You can't be both, but actually you can. And so, and in fact that is just the case. So you have to use words you have to come up with a new way to describe the picture, because like, are you trying to describe the picture, or are you trying to justify a thought or an idea that you already have? Because those are two very different things. So a lot of times people go, guys are the most successful on Twitch, and like, yeah, that's true to a certain, in the same way that we were talking about, just mentioned about IQ, because I can show you some stuff in terms of Twitch music that wouldn't reflect that idea. So you have to be very careful if you care to accurately describe reality. But that's a whole other story. It's not always to your benefit in the moment to do that. It can disrupt people's arguments and perceptions of life and stuff like that to do that. So, this is the face I'm making, knowing this is me making a face at people who I know wouldn't be happy with me saying what I just said. You could still be lost. I mean, there are some things you can say. I mean, there's some things you can look at, which is why you can, like, so the more general you try to make stuff, this is something. Wait, we've talked about this on stream. I think it was something it was a pattern I started to notice in life. I don't know if this is something that has like a formal name, but here, I'll show you what I mean. The more this happens with arguments, it happens with, well, it just happens with a lot of stuff. It happens here too. So we can say, the more specific we get in terms of what we're saying, the less you can, the less of an idea of like the context you get about it, and the less you can, the less of a pattern you can extract out. The more general you get things, the more you are able to sort of see these patterns and use them to predict other stuff, but you don't get very many details. So one thing that reminds me of is the Heisenberg uncertainty principle. So it's kind of the difference between the fact that you can never totally know a particle's position or speed. You just can't know both. And as you know more about one, you know less about the other. So that's like the same thing here. So what I can say, for example, is that Carry Game is ranked 105 in terms of Twitch streamers on, according to twitchtracker.com, as of 5:24 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time on August 25th, 2021. Like, that's not up for argument. That's what's happening. That's just the way it is. But that doesn't, of course I'm covering up the knee. That doesn't tell us anything about where this stream has been, where it's going, or whatever, or anything else about any other streams. But that is like, that's like one extreme. Or we can say one of the other extremes are like, guys do better than girls. Like, you could just say that. That's like, but it's like, what the hell? Like, what do I know? Like, what? Like, what am I supposed to do with that sentence that you just said? And so I feel like if you can do both and try to make sure that when you're saying something, you really mean what you're saying, and you're being as clear about it as possible and as articulate as possible, and you're basing it on as much as you can as possible, as much of the real world as possible, then it'll be better for everybody. But that can be very difficult to do. And it can be very inconvenient. Hello, Karina. You liked my example? Wait, which exam? I feel like I gave a few, but which example? The one where I opened my shirt? Oh my gosh. So, back to music. That being said, again, if someone wants to help, if someone goes, well, that's ridiculous and things should be some other way or something like that, and you have the power to do at least a little bit. I should have checked my follower count before and after I went on that little detour. What's on the guitar agenda? I'm just trying to, not too much of an agenda. I'm trying to play some stuff and get some sort of maybe a few solid performances to pick from to make a YouTube video out of. But I have a few right now, and I don't feel super strongly about any of them yet, but that's... Let's like not mess up on the first 4 measures. Oh, could you imagine if I played that perfectly and then it got ruined by stomping? Bati Chico, thank you for the raid. Welcome. What's up, Sauce? Thanks, guys. Yeah, I messed up a bunch of stuff. This one was none of these came out. They all sound like instead of... I'm not sure. Like... I guess this part was fine if this is what you... Perfectly one note flat. I have a couple originals in terms of just like singer-songwriter songs, if that's what you mean. But I would argue that I produce, not a technical side, like produce a lot of original music on the stream in the form of improvising. Oh, sometimes, Kazia, because I'm trying to reach over and I don't reach far enough. It's like... Get the fam out of the house for a weekend? No, we need to get me out of the house. That's the thing. I need to get out of the house. I literally can't, though. For more than 1 week, yeah. I need to leave this place. it does have does this. And it does the same thing here. No, where is it? Because that is a common Spanish ornamentation. As simple as it may seem, that's a... Yeah, I'm not sure. It may have just been how would you describe? Like a flare, a little flare at one point. Maybe you could describe it that way. Hello, Daisy. Oh, also, Kazi, I saw you say, you said in terms of recording your comment. I knew that's what you meant, but I was just trying to sort of like take it a step further and be like, I need to get out of here. Hello, Tanya. Let me not do that. this song is actually El Testament de Emilia. It's a Catalan folk song. Welcome, Manser. It's making you feel things. Many things. It's all good. Hung in is okay. I mean, kind of like, depends on what you mean by similar, but whatever. It's fine. Actually, I need to run to the bathroom real quick. I'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay. It's almost been 3 hours. Here's what we're gonna do. A sub goal for more stream time. So we'll do a minimum wage sub goal. In order to reach minimum wage, federal minimum wage, I just did the calculations before I came back. In order to reach federal minimum wage of $7.25, we need 6 more subs in the next 7 minutes. For Rhode Island minimum wage, which is higher, $11.50, we need 11 more subs. It's in your hands now. It's even better if it's not just gifted by one person. Still lurking? Gotcha. Thank you for the raid earlier too. Okay. I was kind of smiling and smirking as I did this, but I just can't. I'm just not gonna be able to get myself to stream longer if we don't meet the. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna play the ending song. I told you guys. I told you I wasn't kidding. I just can't. Not today. My mind's just not. I'm just not able to do it. Not today. I wasn't kidding. It just like hurts a little too much right now to be able to continue. Um... So we'll raid Elena. I just don't have the energy today. I don't know. I'm sorry. I really am sorry. I don't know what else to say. Yeah, Maddie was here. She cheered 2 bits. She said, hey. It was little, it was. She even said it. Yeah, she said it was her. I don't know. I feel like it's difficult for me to continue on, and like I gotta think I'm worth more than that, right? Is my time and what I'm doing, it's gotta be worth more than that, right? Unless it's not. Alright, I need to eat food too. Yeah, copy those raid calls. And, so what's happened, I asked people... Here, there's no way to do that, and let me preface this for a second. This is purely an explanation, and this is not an opening for people to tell me what to do. And there's a reason because that always happens. I stream. I enjoy streaming, but I'm struggling after 3.5 years to keep streaming for very little. And so, you know, I made $7.50 today in 3 hours. That's that's $2.50 an hour. That's just not, like, for me, that's just not gonna, like, cut it. And it doesn't make me feel good to think about that. So then I was like, hey guys, if you want me to keep going, then we'll need to get a certain number of subs, which would be the equivalent of minimum wage. And there were no extra subs that came in. So I gotta go. It's very difficult to, and I know a whole bunch of you who are here right now do support the stream in many ways, and it's not fair to those people either. But I don't know what else to say or do. No, I can't do that. How about you sub and maybe I'll think about it. You know, that's what I mean, for example. I just can't, it's very difficult to just keep... I just can't make, like, it's just not cutting it right now. I'm financially stuck here, like in my parents' house, streaming from their basement. And she became a meme for it? Yeah, but if you confuse what I'm saying here with that, then you would have missed something very big. If you can't see if you're not able to see the difference between those two things. She felt the same? How don't you see that, though? Well, I never said I didn't understand how she felt. It was that what she was saying and the way she did it didn't make sense. She was way different. Because I'm not calling anybody out specifically. I'm just telling you why I'm doing that. Like, I'm just... Like, a lot of what she said was just actually wrong. She was saying, if you have time to watch a stream, it takes $5 to watch a stream, but it doesn't, because if you did that for every stream, it'd be $5 times the number of streams you watch. If it was if you subscribe to Twitch and everybody who you watch got $2.50, which obviously wouldn't make any sense, but if that was the case, she'd actually have, like, a pretty good point. But that's one of the ways she went wrong. But, like, if you think it's... I don't know. Should I... Well, I guess the counter to it, because what I'm saying is it's difficult for me to do things and not be able to support myself while doing it. If what I'm doing is valued at... Do you want money truly? Yeah, but a crypto thing, you're not... Most people aren't like you. Most people aren't gonna do crypto stuff. So that's not a fair statement. Also, and I know you're gonna start to talk about the crypto stuff that you do. I just don't want to hear it, which is why I preface this with the way I did. Just telling you guys, I think it's pretty reasonable. I think it's pretty reasonable to, I don't know. Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's, I don't know. What about PayPal? You can donate. Yeah, but see, this is what I meant. So I literally said this is, I'm just trying to explain how I get it. The natural response is to then give it, that's just not what you're not actually helping. Fennec, thank you for the resub. I do appreciate it. And I appreciate the lurkin too. So, I'll be back tomorrow, though. I'll be back tomorrow, and we'll see how I'm feeling. But, thank you for those who have, thank you for those who have supported the stream. Many of you for quite a while. I do appreciate it. And, yeah, let's say hey to Elena. I hope to see you all tomorrow.